Welcome back to Crypto Atlas, your daily source for crypto whale alerts, crypto market news, and DeFi gems. And we have some crazy whale alerts going on with XRP today, so let's go ahead and get straight on into it. First up, we have a whale alert for nearly 91 million XRP. This is about $150 million, and that was transferred from an unknown wallet to another unknown wallet. And this is actually something that just popped up a little bit ago, just before I started to record this video. And then up next, we have 91 million XRP, about $150 million, transferred from an unknown wallet to another unknown wallet, and that was 11:40 a.m. Then we have 91 million XRP, about $150 million. That's at 11:35 a.m. Here's another one at 11:25 a.m. And then we have 400 million XRP, that's about $625 million, that was locked in escrow at Ripple, which is absolutely incredible. We have 300 million XRP, $470 million, also locked in escrow by Ripple. And 100 million XRP that was unlocked at Ripple. So there was some that was unlocked. We have some that was locked. In addition, there was that 400 million XRP unlock at Ripple. That's 1:37 p.m. So keep in mind, unlock, right? Here's another one for 100 million XRP, $161 million unlocked. This one, 400 million XRP unlocked. And yeah, so we're looking at like 1:29 p.m. for those. And then as far as for what was locked, we have 11 p.m. We have 11:13 p.m. And yeah, these two major ones. So there was some that was unlocked, and then we've got a bunch that was locked. So looks like locked first, and then later on, is that locked first? Yeah, locked first, and then unlocked later on. And now let's go ahead and move on to some crypto news. So for XRP, Ripple is confirmed as an attendee to the Ondo Summit, sitting alongside some of their very own reputable existing partners and entities, JP Morgan, DTCC, MasterCard, Citi, AWS, and many more. The summit goes live on Twitter, February 3rd, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Get it in your calendar, so it's literally the next day. And ChartNerd says, wait, XRP, didn't Ripple just secure the full EU EMI license, which is incredible, by the way? And now Ripple custody partner DZ Bank has received EU MyCar approval with a retail platform for cooperative banks whilst joining a consortium to develop a regulated euro stablecoin. Coincidental? I don't know about that, but this is definitely very interesting. Bank XRP, Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse publicly voiced support for the proposed Clarity Act, calling it a critical step towards clear, consistent rules for digital assets in the US. And then speaking of MasterCard, guess what, guys? MasterCard CEO Michael Maybach confirmed they are moving from concept to execution with Ripple partnership broadening settlement capabilities via blockchain, stablecoins, now treated as a native currency on the MasterCard network, agentic commerce launching agent pay for AI-driven transactions. So again, some really big news. And then as far as the stablecoin RLUSD, minted at RLUSD Treasury, guess what, guys? $28.2 million, which is absolutely incredible. And then from Cointelegraph, Ripple has been granted a full EU electronic money institution license in Luxembourg. So some more absolutely massive news. Pretty eventful day, I would say. I want to know what you guys think, so share your thoughts with us down in the comments below. And also, let's go ahead and take a quick look here at what's going on with the price movement. So we are sitting at about $1.64 while I'm recording the video, up 3.4% on the day. We have had a series of red days here. So there were 5 red days. Unfortunately, we closed out 3 red days below the Fibonacci retracement zone, which was suggesting a trend continuation technically the next day it did close out in the red. So that continuation did happen in the short term. Right now, we've essentially made back all of the losses that took place for yesterday. So let me go ahead and zoom back in here. Yeah, it's sitting just underneath that point. We do have a wick on the top here, so it actually broke above that point, but currently right about where the price had started from yesterday. Volume is more than what we had the previous day. It was the weekend, seeing some buying action coming back here on the new week. And if we just go ahead and zoom out a little bit here, so we saw price drops take place back on January 6th, and that occurred for an entire 7 days. One green candle, those nice green candle. And then we saw right here another 7 days, a green candle, and then it dropped down to 4 days of red, 2 green days, and then right here 5 days of red. So the pattern we've been seeing as of recently has been what appears to be about 4 to 7 days of red candles consecutively, and then 1 to 2 days of green. This pattern may continue, it might not, but as it is right now, we are seeing a little bit of a pushback up. It has dropped down quite a bit. If we zoom back out, last time that we saw levels like this before the drop just the other day, we have to go back in time all the way here to realistically April 7th. Yes, there was that weird day, if you really want to count that, on October 10th, but realistically, we have one back here on April 7th. And even back then, you can see it was a flash pan moment. It did drop down quite a bit that day, climbed back up, and then zooming out even more, last time before that was November 29th. So we really have not seen in this price zone consolidation take place. Most of the consolidation seems to be sitting, I'd say, right around $2.24, $2.25. And we'll have to see if it's able to make that climb back up, because right now the big thing is it needs to try to get back to $1.75, $2 psychologically. There's also the Fibonacci zone. This is showing as a level of support back here. We've saw a little bit of a support here, and then guess what? Broke through, so now it's formed as a level of resistance. That's at about $1.83. And yeah, I'll go ahead and keep you guys posted on everything. There's also still quite a bit of a ways to go before it gets back to around $2.46, the price that we had for the launch of the spot ETFs for XRP in the United States. And I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you also very much to my Patreon supporters, my YouTube members. You guys can check out BTCC if you want. I have my referral link in the description below. And I'm also on Blue Sky at Crypto Atlas. So thank you guys again. Patreon supporters, YouTube members, God bless you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.